Back already?
Too soon. We don't have the full picture yet.
I'll take my leave of you, Flora.
Till later, perhaps.
That'll be the path Flora took.
Flora's rockfall.
She was right. Shepherd did this.
Voices from the past, waiting to be heard.
The hell? This gunpowder is wet. Abbot, you lazy heathen drab.
'Twas the snow. You yap like a scared dog, Shepherd. No bite.
The captain won't always be there to protect your ass. I'll get you.
Then you better not miss, little doggy. 'Cause I'm faster than you.
Things got out of hand fast.
The powder was a pretext, an excuse to abuse her.
After, he'll claim it was an honest mistake. We get used to it.
What is that?
That's my gun!
It's about to shoot!
Away with you!
That one is shielded.
My gun! She stole it!
Flora Abbott's bag. The rifle must be Shepherd's. What's she doing with it?
No idea. But we found his tie. We can make him manifest and ask.
Can he wait? His ghost seems adorable.
I'll protect you. Let's do the ritual.
Femi mi garum. I'll get you.
Are you the ghost of Theodore Shepherd?
Theodore Shepherd, sharpshooter and hunter. Who's this, mate? Abbott's sister?
My name is Antea Duarte. And you know Red McGrath? We're Banishers, and you will address me directly, or you will regret it.
Tell the little lady not to bare her claws. She's dead and powerless. I'm not afraid of her.
Am I to understand that you refuse to talk with me?
Thanks for the visit, Mr. McCraith. I'll let you go. I'm on a mission here.
You will answer our questions, Mr. Shepherd. Will not be refused. Be grateful we don't just banish you.
All right, all right. You want to talk? Why not? I'll entertain you. Talk.
What happened to you?
Same thing has happened to you. What do you mean, what happened to me?
You weren't always a mean-spirited maggot.
I care. I provide. I fought for my people. I shot down Indians and Frenchmen alike, so my people could be free.
If you say so.
Is she serious?
Are you?
Why did you leave the safety of the fort?
Exile.
Captain Pennington exiled you.
I exiled myself. Pride demanded I leave. That black-hearted bitch was a walking insult. No offense.
Offense taken. You're full of shit.
You're all the same, aren't you? Acting like you know it all. Like you have character. Strolling the fort as if she belonged there and not in some barracoon. As if she were the equal of an Englishman.
Why are you trying to kill Flora Abbott?
Revenge. I deserve it. So does she. Everyone wins.
Revenge? For what?
For my murder, that's what. I'm not leaving till this dirty hag gets her dues.
You're telling us you're trying to kill Flora Abbott because she tried to kill you.
She did kill me. She set me up and got lucky. And when she found my body, she stole my musket and left me to rot. Make no mistake, it was murder. And highly disrespectful with it.
All right. Tell me more. Why would she murder you?
Who knows what goes through the mind of a savage? She's been at me since the beginning. But you know who's worse?
I'll indulge you. Who's worse?
You. That's it. Weren't for you meddling bastards, I'd be warming my arse in Fort Jericho right now. Pennington would be out of the frame, and I'd still be breathing.
You didn't die the way you describe it. We've been to the watchtower. You fell. You stood on a rotten plank and plunged through the deck.
No! She ran me from the fort, took my life and my position, prized my gun from my dead fingers.
Whatever else she may have done, and tempting though it must have been, she did not kill you.
She's nothing. She deserves to die. I'll end her. I'll end her. Do you hear me? I'll end her. Leave her to me.
Says you
Quite
right.
now.
Get out!
Can I join in too?
Please just die!
This isn't over yet.
Devil take you! They're gone! They're safe.
You're here. Lucky me.
I'm glad to find you in good health, Flora.
Of course you are. All right, I fess to it. The fight was closer than I'd like. I'm not much against a wolf without my gun.
I spoke with Shepard's ghost. He accuses you of his murder. He also blames you for his exile.
Theodore Shepard's misfortune is always someone else's fault.
I know you didn't kill him. The boards in the tower were rotten. He fell to his death.
Oh, I'm sorry, but how fitting. A laughable death for a laughable man. Always the hero, yet ever the victim.
You fought with Shepard often, right?
He pricked, constantly. I stood up to him. He did not like that. He threatened to kill me.
You threatened him too. Did you mean it?
He believed I meant it. And I made sure of it. But glad as his death leaves me, I didn't kill him.
I found your musket. Strangely, amongst your belongings, I found a second. Theodore Shepard's gun.
It's mine now.
His death was an accident, but you didn't tell us that you'd found his body.
Yes, well, you found it yourselves. Good for you.
You were upset. Maybe you forgot.
I didn't tell you because I don't trust you. To me, you're just one more pale-faced Englishman who thinks he can tell me what to do.
Flora, you took his musket. That's why he stayed. He's bound to the gun.
The little doggy lost his bone, eh? He's dead. I took the gun. We need it more than he does.
A story of hate that lived on after death. Let's give it an ending.
Theodore Shepard, you were a terrible man. As a ghost, you're even worse. Never once have you accepted responsibility for your failings. Not even in death, when you became dangerous to the living.
I am the victim here. Revenge is my due. By right. By right.
Allow me to make the introductions. Theodore Shepard. Meet the consequences of your actions.
I banish you!
Thank you. He won't be missed. Not by me, anyway. I'll go now. Back to the fort. Perhaps we shall meet again. Perhaps not.
Are you still here?
Why, you're welcome. It's an honor to help you out. Any thanks necessary.
Spare me your humor, soldier.
Permission to take my leave, Captain?
Not right under his nose, Red. Come on. Signed and sealed. We can tell Prudence she's free.
McCraith, over here!
Are you all right?
Can't sleep. Bad dreams. Screaming of men long dead. You should be sleeping too.
Reminds me of another soldier I knew some years ago. Haunted as hell, he turned out to be a promising banisher.
We have a ritual that will put those men to sleep for good. Just name the place. Somewhere important to you.
At the cemetery, there's an unmarked grave. I've always wondered who lies therein. That's the place, I expect.
Perfect. If I find you there, I'll put your dreams to sleep. Peaceful watch to you.
So which made-up ritual do you want to do this time?
Let's keep it simple. Candles and that.
Maybe we can ask Seeker about the Rumble's mirror.
Clever.
What do you want? More to the point, what do you need?
Seeker,
Milady?
we found a cursed object.
Did you use Fear God's ritual on it?
This curse seems different, stronger somehow. We were hoping you could help.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
An entity took over a woman's ghost, or perhaps mimicked her so to torture her grieving husband. The mirror had belonged to a couple who died, violently. Red and I both felt its influence.
What became of the husband?
We resolved the haunting. He lived. We're not sure what happened to her. It was a bit of a mess.
Sounds like you found something really dangerous. Well done.
What could the entity be? We've linked it to the void. It was sharp, perceptive, highly manipulative.
It came from the void. Who cares what it is? Don't trifle with it. Send the bloody thing back.
What do you think we should do with it?
3 possibilities come to mind. Hair from someone who's escaped this entity's grasp. Soil from the breach through which it crawled out of the void. And the roots from a tree that has seen 5,000 moons. None is powerful enough by itself, but all 3 things combined shall serve the trick.
You know this place better than we do. So where to find such a tree?
In the dark woods stands a great and crooked tree. It's surely the oldest living thing in the whole of New Eden. I'd go there.
The void? Again?
Funny thing, the closer to the breach the soil lay, the more likely your ritual is to succeed.
Here? As in, all of it?
If you don't wish to scalp its owner, a lock should suffice.
That's good news. Thank you. Really. Anything interesting you'd trade with a Banisher?
Say for yourself.
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Sure.
Are we looking in the right place? These look like blue bonnets.
Jacob must have confused them with aconitum, which is fatal. Hyacinths are harmless. Jacob won't know the difference.
Is this really gonna work?
If he believes it will help him, it'll likely help him. A thought is a powerful thing. My mother taught me that.
Jacob? Jacob? Where's that old shite going?
I couldn't have known what would happen, Jane. I swear it.
You bought my freedom. You paid for the hunt. Did you think you could buy absolution?
Banisher! Thank God!
Sad news, I fear. Jane lies dead in the mire.
You must help me. You must help us.
Why did you save Jane from her enslavers?
She was to be sent to the West Indies to work the plantations. She didn't deserve that. No one deserves that. I couldn't let it happen.
Are you trying to persuade us that you did the right thing, or are you trying to persuade yourself?
Why were the Pennycook attacked?
I bore them no grudge, if that's what you're thinking.
Why were the Pennycook attacked, Paris?
There should have been no attack. They were supposed to take sick and leave the land. That was all.
You shipped blankets to the Pennycook. They were riddled with smallpox. You bought them cheap and sold them dear. Beauverger told you where to sell them.
Invaders, killers, evil spirits. You should suffer for what you did.
You partnered with the hummingbirds. You're complicit in the slaughter.
No, the attack was not part of the deal. Once the blankets were sold, the Pennycook were in God's hands, not mine.
Like the man who killed your friend Jesus, you wash your hands clean and think yourself absolved. What a man of honor you are.
But then the Lord sent you to me. I did all I could to give you a life, so you could have revenge on the killers, the real killers. I did all I could to wipe away the pain of the past. Your pain.
Not all. You did not tell me the truth.
You knowingly sold infected blankets to Jane's tribe. A clean conscience can't be bought.
You don't know what you're talking about. You weren't there. You insult me. Get out of my house.
Every business needs an accounting. Time for yours. Jane, your anger is powerful. Your courage a beacon. You survived unspeakable wrongs. You lived.
In death, you may wish to wallow in bitterness, but that will cost you your soul.
I'd make one great angry spirit, would I not?
You'd forget it all. Your people, your heart, yourself. Only your hate would remain.
That sounds exhausting. I think I'd rather rest. There is no rest, said your Lord, for the wicked. I lived among liars as Jane, but my name is Waffen. I will go. Jane is dead. I, Wappen, will return to my loved ones.
You have been here.
If you would please give me a moment on my own. Please.
Good day, Nellie.
All the better for your presence, Mr. McCrae.
Let's trade, Mrs. Heaton.
All right, let's.
I had to dig a little, but I've found you some iron. Will it do?
It will. Give me a little time and I'll make you something useful. You just wait. You'll love it.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Heaton.
Thank you for your interest, Mr. McCrae.
Good day.
Good day to you too, Mrs. Ake. Pennington's seal is on the letter.
So, I'm free. Thank you, sir.
What will you do now?
Whatever God has planned for me.
I'll take my leave, Mrs. Hake.
Yes, do that.
Good day, madam.
Well, if it isn't the Banisher who killed the beast. Bless your heart, sir. You've saved us all.
You're welcome, Mrs.
Miss Edith Keene.
Keen. Anything to Daniel?
Dan has the good fortune to be my brother. If only I were so similarly blessed. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Are you out here alone? In the New World, I mean. No family back in England?
There's no husband, if that's what you're asking, and I don't want one neither. I've a plot to farm and a brother to feed, and that's enough. I mean, look around you. How could I possibly want more than all of this? Why should I want silk when I have all this shit? You're a man alone in the world. You're not bad looking, but you don't look rich. Know what you should do? Find yourself a rich man and marry him. Ha!
What's new?
I don't know. Say, have you seen young Scudder? He said he'd help me with a thing, but was not shown.
Beloved Scudder, you mean? Wasn't that helpful to me?
That's just his manner. Pay it no mind. He's a good boy. Wish I knew where he'd got to, though. Maybe he's off somewhere with that poor cousin of his.
Tell me more about thick-skinned Newsmith.
Isn't she a godsend? Relentless and powerful. And yet... I don't know. I wonder if she isn't just a little... fragile. Whichever. If the camp were a horse, it'd have 2 riders, and they're not pulling the same direction.
What can you tell me about Kate Newsmith?
She's done a fair job so far. Things can only get better, eh? Lately, I do notice some little tension between the 2 sisters. This worries me. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every house divided against itself shall not stand. So true, don't you think?
Things have changed. How's the camp doing these days?
The camp does better, thanks to you. I mean, the Lord only knows what the future holds. But with one terrible monster the fewer in it, it surely looks much brighter.
I'll bid you good day.
I'll bid you the same.
This would be a better book if it had pictures in. Better still if I knew how to read. Good day to you, Mr. McWraith. Your lordship, sir.
Oh there, once more, Prudence.
The boy is shrouded in spectral stains. There's a ghost at work here.
Is your cousin around?
I've not seen him in a while. Maybe he's gone to the woods, the safe part. He does that.
What does he do in the woods?
Checking his traps, I suppose. Not that there's much game. I wish he wouldn't leave me.
Mr. Scudder, I suspect a haunting.
A haunting? Like a ghost? As in, right here? That's terrible. But who could have... You don't think Beloved is... Can't be. It just can't be. It's not Beloved, is it? Did my cousin die?
Your cousin is fine, I think. For now.
Oh, good.
I'll need to search your house.
Yes, of course. If you think it important.
I'll go take a look at your house now.
If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here.
He's so naive, he didn't imagine he could be haunted.
Beloved dreams of a better life, but fears his father's blood and will drag him down.
An ambitious kid from a bad family. Unheard of.
Beloved fears he'll be a killer like his father.
He probably will. The apple falls close to the tree. There's nothing more to find here.
You prying Scots busybody! Who died and made you constable?
Easy now, Scudder. Your cousin gave me permission to come in.
Credence means everything he says, and thinks everyone else does too. What do you want?
I'm investigating a haunting. Your haunting, as a matter of fact. I don't yet know whose ghost it is, but it'll have good reason to linger.
There's no beast here. Get out of my house.
No need to be so defensive. What are you hiding, Mr. Scudder?
No, you're trying to bewilder me. Out with you, out of my house.
A man is dead, Scudder. His life ended, his body pillaged and buried in a shallow grave.
That's nothing to do with... No! Leave me be! You can't do this to us!
From your demeanor, I'm guessing it was your first time. Killing a man, I mean.
No! I dare not! I can't! No! Please! Go! Enough! What foul retribution is this?
Son.
Oh no! They hanged the old man! They hanged old Jed! The light is doomed! I too shall swing!
You must be the boy's father.
My son is innocent.
I'm Antea Duarte, and this is Red McWraith. We are Banishers.
Look, to Credence.
In your letter, you said you were coming to New Eden. You made it, sort of. What happened?
I had passage booked to Boston. A captain who asked no questions. And a ship's cook who needed the reward money. The catchpoles took me at the dock. 10 days later, they took me up to Gallows Acre. And there I was hanged.
For murder?
For murder, yeah. And all the rest.
Why? Why'd you do it?
You ever been to London, Scotsman?
Aye, I have.
Then you've seen how the people live. The toffs, I mean. Them as has money. How do you think they come by? With their wars, and their taxes, and their sheriffs, and their bailiffs, that's how. They kill for gain. Why should I be different?
What of Credence? Why should we look to him?
He was a hellion as a baby, and no mistake. Especially after his mum and dad died, and we took him in. I thought him an odd child. But he were happy with my Mary, and sweet too. She loved him. He's a bad un, and probably always was. He hides it better than any rogue, just as he hides the sharpness of his wit.
Why send him to New Eden, then?
Mary thought to take the boys as far from Bristol as she could go. In the colonies, so went her thinking, she could raise 2 good and honest men. But without her guiding hand, 'tis clear that Credence bent beloved, crooked.
Are you sure Credence is guilty? It seems far-fetched.
I have watched him on his own, unseen. I know about him, for I am one of them, and I tell you with no doubt, so is he.
What do you want, Ghost? Why have you come?
Beloved is my boy.
Yes, we get that. Good of you to visit. Why have you come?
We lived in Bristol. Barely. Shared a leaky room with other lodgers. All were ill all the time. My wife deserved better. We all did. I gathered every shilling I could and sent the boy, his mother and his cousin to the colonies. Beloved's my son, and now he's grown. I'll make sure he straightens up.
What happened to his mother?
Mary were with child when she set sail for New Eden. She refused to raise another baby in bloody Bristol. Neither of them survived that first winter. Beloved and Credence were left alone. I sent my family away to give them better lives. I failed. But not all is lost. I can yet save my son from the corruption of his wily cousin Credence. It takes a bad one to catch a bad one, and that's how I know Credence is vicious. He has a hiding place in the woods. There you'll find the proof.
Where exactly? How shall we know this hiding place?
There's a small wood cabin, but well hid, west of here, on the heights.
A wooden cabin hidey hole, west, got it.
We'll investigate Credence's hideout then. Make our own minds up.
I speak the truth. You'll see it.
Beloved just learned of his father's death. Maybe we should go to him before searching Credence's hide.
Someone's lying.
Maybe everyone's lying.
So, we'll find out who.
He's dead. He's really dead. They hanged him, didn't they?
Aye, they did. Condolences.
Keep him. Jed was a bad father and a bad man. The world's a better place without him. Am I haunted by his ghost?
Aye. He's here to protect you, as a father ought.
Acting the father, now he's 6 feet under. I'd laugh if he hadn't tormented us so while alive.
How did you and Credence end up together?
He's lived with us since his mother died. Came over on the boat. A new start for everyone. You know? Then my own mum died. And it was just us. It's been just us for years now. Credence had it rough as a kid. But he's no trouble. Credence is better than you think. Better than anyone thinks.
Tell me about him. Tell me about your father.
What's to tell? Jed was a scoundrel his whole livelong life. He was a scoundrel, and he sent us away. Me, my pregnant mum, and Credence too. Jed was meant to follow. But he never did. To hell with him.
How do you feel? Your father's death and all.
I'm feeling good. No thanks for asking. He's dead, and soon, if you do your job, you'll be gone.
Jed suggested we have a word with Credence. Any idea where he might be?
You shouldn't listen to my old man. He was not with us, never was. Leave Credence be. My cousin didn't. He's not. Look, if there's bad blood, 'tis mine. I'm evil to the marrow.
A man who stands up for his kin can't be all bad.
What does it matter if badness is in his blood? Do what you must. I'll not run. I'll face my fate, whatever it may be.
Did you kill the messenger?
In my dreams I see him drowning. His death weighs heavy upon me. I wish to think of him no more. Forget it! Forget the whole thing. I will, if I can.